Alrighty guys, welcome to Cooking with Shane. What a great name that is. We are going to go through just a quick day in the life of just food preparation. If you have the luxury of doing this day to day, then that's fantastic. If not, you might want to do it in a bit more of a bulk. For me, this will be pretty much everything for today. There's an egg shortage and we don't have any eggs and it really felt like an omelette. So the only thing left was our egg white in a box. But it's like eggs in a box, just a whole bunch of egg whites in a box. So same, but no yolk. So we'll add fat to that meal when I get there. Today we're gonna try and make an omelette. We will make an omelette. We'll do an omelette with egg whites. We'll do some thigh fillets and some tenderloins. Just a bit of a difference. Also a little bit lower in fat with the tenderloins, a little higher in fat with the thigh. For simplicity's sake and for convenience sake, we're gonna try and make everything as quick as possible because nobody wants to spend a long time in the kitchen. I'm gonna pretty much go and do this in the microwave. I would suggest steaming and doing them, I guess, a healthier way than using the microwave all the time, but when you're short on time, this will be 5 minutes, it'll be done, ready to go, it'll be cooked up and finalized. So we'll pop that in the microwave now. We'll do 4 to 5 minutes, and that'll cook. No water is needed. There's enough moisture in the vegetables to be able to create that moisture that you'll need. Very loud. Some other things we're gonna do today is we're gonna go our carbohydrate sauce. I enjoy sushi rice. You can use any rice you like. We're gonna do that with a coconut cream to add fats back to. Again, that's probably why I choose to go a leaner sauce, because I like other fats like avocado, coconut oil, stuff like that, coconut cream. So if I have a leaner source of meat, then I can add a lot of that stuff back. So let's get stuck into it. We're gonna do the rice. So we've got our rice cooker ready to go. If you don't have a rice cooker, best invention. You literally have all the measurements that you need inside your bowl, and then the water levels for how many cups of rice you've used. So we'll need a measuring cup. 1 cup. What we're gonna do, we normally cook our rice in bulk. It just helps us speed the process up. When we need a carbohydrate sauce, you pretty much just reach in the fridge, grab the rice bowl out, and boom, you're good. So let's do this. Oh, by the way, I'm absolutely no chef, and this will be rough as you get. But we'll do, I'm gonna wash this too. So 1. 2. We'll do 3 cups. That'll be plenty. 3 cups sushi rice. Now, by this handy little rice washer, I'm gonna wash it. So, pop that in there. And the good thing about this is that all I've got to do now is bring it up to the level that it says. I've got 3 cups of water and it's got how many cups you used all the way through. So I'll add now my water. And pop it straight on. Now we were doing coconut rice, and I've been toying around with some of the ways that we make our coconut rice. Normally I would put the coconut cream in here already, but that has not been tasting the way I want it to. The Thai shop down the road does the best coconut rice, and I've asked a friend and asked a few different people, and they reckon that about halfway through cooking this, when it's almost ready, that's when you put your coconut cream in. So we'll do 1 can of that and see how that goes. And next time we do it, we'll try more if we need more, but I like a coconutty taste to the coconut rice. Now that rice is cooking, we're gonna do a little bit of a salt, what's it called, salt rub, but a chipotle taco rub from Mingle. We'll do that on the tenderloins. And then I'll do this garlic and herb on the fillets, okay? And then with that, we will have probably like the vegetables and some capsicum, and that'll be perfect. Or we might have the rice dish with it. So veggies are pretty much done. Doesn't take long to do that. I'll do another 90 seconds. So move out of the way. Let's get this started. Tenderloins and our thigh. Cool little air fryer sheets that just keep it nice and clean. Basically, I am going to pop these straight in. Excuse the fingers. Nothing worse than chicken on your hands. Ugh. Right. Now, this is about enough to coat 500 grams of chicken. We've only got, what do we got? Six. I only got 600 with all of it, so this will be 500 here. Good thing of being the air fryer is it's nice and compact, so I can basically just turn it as I need. Coat that all up. Be quite liberal with your seasoning. The more the better, I've always had an opinion on. It doesn't look like there's seasoning on it, there's none, so you've got to look like there's almost too much on there. I'm going to start there. Clean the old hands off. All right, so those veggies are done. Beautiful. Leave them there to cool down. Air fryer ready to go. We're gonna go. Chicken is 180 degrees, so we're on 180. Maybe 24 minutes, so we'll do 12 minutes each side, 24 minutes to 18. We should be good to go. That'll give us time to set everything else up. Now I use a cake tray, because that's all I've got, for the thighs, and we'll use that in the oven. I'll preheat the oven. All right, so a little bit of foil down, keep everything nice and clean. And this one here, I'm gonna throw on. Get our mingle stuff ready. How does this open? Press. There we go. That wasn't lying. Spread these out so they're all nice and flat and they cook evenly. We'll have a little bit of room. Some of those leftover tenderloins just in the corners. Happy days. And it says on here, let's see, doesn't really say much, but sprinkle again all of your spices on top. It smells great. Again, more is usually better in this scenario. Boom, you see that? Once that's preheated, we'll pop that in. And we'll see how we go in 20 minutes. So for me, I'll be having some tenderloins this afternoon, and I'll be having chicken thigh. Now we've got to do the omelette while everything else cooks. See, it's all about efficiency. Here's the pan we dirtied earlier. Let's quickly clean it. Where's that brush? So we get a bit of heat on the pan. I'm gonna go and coat that in that 5 to 10 worth of butter, at least, so that it doesn't stick. But as a much better option to cook in than vegetable oils. So you've got your butter, and the best thing about having gas again here is that everything is so much quicker. So that melts almost straight away. Now I'm gonna do egg white omelet, and again add my fats back to it. Probably gonna go, what's the serving size here? 63 grams. So the way I do that, I'm gonna do 2 serves. We'll do 120, so just under 2 serves. Get this back to 0. And then pop that on, there's 0, until I'm at about 120. Boom, 130, very close. That's perfect, because it's 60 grams a serve, so that's 2 serves. So we'll wait for that to cook. And that'll go. And I normally just get that started on a pretty low heat. Like once it starts to whiten up, I get that heat all the way down as low as I can, because it'll be easy to flip soon when we decide to flip it. Now, potatoes. I normally will do these in the air fryer, which won't take us very long. But actually, before we do that, because I've already got a carb sauce with the rice. A little hack I've seen on TikTok is you push the middle in hard as you can, and then you cut. And you get that middle part straight out. Not a lot of cutting and fiddling around after that. All right. Choking. I'm not a massive fan of the seeds, obviously. All these white bits that sit around the edge, so I just trim them up a little bit. I like to get rid of those fibrous type bits. Seeds are gone. So normally what I'll do with my capsicums, I'll just have them ready to go to add into anything that I want to eat, and I need a bit more crunch. And it's a really satisfying crunch, the old capsicum. So if you're struggling when you're eating healthy, to find something that gives you that satisfaction for a crunch, I know it sounds dumb, but capsicum, the best. So push hard. This one's harder to do than the other one. Definitely not as good as the green one. There's not as much room in the capsicum. And then make your incision, which is French for cut. Pull that middle bit back out. Boom. Bash the seeds. Bash the seeds. We're good to go. Get a little chopping board. Everything off to the side, make space. Check the omelette because it's Russian. Now I normally go off the heat, just for a little bit. So there's our omelette. Now, you could flip that, and I'm really tempted to, but I want a nice omelette, so I'm not going to. I'm just going to flip the edge. And voila, omelette done. So that's ready to go. Back over here, I have no training in cutting technique, so please don't critique me. I just cut in long, large strips. Actually, where's my other knife? The one I actually got to cut. Not that one. Oh shit. Don't play with dangerous knives, guys. I'm not the man to be doing this, but this is way sharper. If I lose a finger, you'll know about it. Anyway, and I get them all lined up, and then I just go boom, down the middle. And I'm good to go with that half. Don't need any more. I'm sure there's a whole bunch of chefs out there watching my cutting technique thinking, he's definitely gonna lose a finger one day. Feel free to come around, train me. I will happily accept lessons in cutting, no one will not watch a video. You have to come show me. Boom, green one. One more. Now, I get a container and we just pop all our cut cappies in here, capoeiras. Boom, boom, boom. So it keeps it fresh for a couple of days. There's green and red in there, and a bit of chopping board. I've gone the other way now. See that? Change things up. Keep the capsicums on their toes. Variety. See, these look cooler. I hate these bits there. Good to go. No crazy time needed. I think we've been going for like 10 minutes and I've almost made 3 meals. So your capsicum's all ready to go. We use that later in the week as well. Obviously, right now, Tupperware lids elude me, but you would keep that fresh, ready to go. Let's check on the rice. Let's check on the rice. Hi, rice. How you going? Looking good. Almost halfway. At the halfway point, I'll make a little mix and I'll add a tin of this in. Coconut cream. Let me see where we're at. Yeah, we're not halfway yet. Still time to go. All right, there's not much else to do. You could do the potatoes. I mean, they're as simple as just cooking potatoes. You can do them in the air fryer. You can steam them first and then finish them off in the air fryer, which is probably the best way to do them for density. If you just put them in the air fryer, they shrink down a little bit. If we steam them, and then they're full of water and moisture, then we flatten them all out, and then we put them sort of in the air fryer. That seems to work really well for just volume. But whatever way you want to do them. And I get the Spud Lights, 25% less carbs. Yeah, heaps more volume than sweet potato or normal potatoes. So that's a massive win. More volume, same calories, less carbohydrates, so that I can afford to have nicer carbohydrates later in the day. What else can we do? Maybe while I'm here, I could do our protein shake, which is so easy. I don't even know why I would bother wasting your time. But for transparency, let's just do that. And I like to do that in a few different ways. At the moment, I've been really into these little bad boys. You buy them, you can put anything in them. And it just makes everything easier to clean up with. And no blenders needed, because this stuff is really, 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 really good at mixing. True. So we got True protein powder. Rip the top off, brand new bag, look at that. I do need the spoon that we use because they don't sell spoons anymore. They're saving on plastic. But we reuse a plastic spoon that's exactly 30 gram serves. So boom. The wide mouth is the way to go on your containers. Almond milk. We use are so good. I actually like to measure out my almond milk because I don't like to have too much liquid before training or after training. So I'll do 150 mils of almond milk. Sometimes I'll do another 150 depending on when I'm having it. Maybe another 150 mils of coconut water for hydration. 150 unsweetened. Boom. Level off that spoon. And Bob's your uncle. Pop that in. Boom. I mean, people use, shakers for this, but why? When you can be as unique as me and drink out of a mason jar. But it's just easy. It's always ready to go. Have a couple of these in the fridge. Normally I'll make up 2 or 3. Do you want one, Chloe? Vanilla? No? Anyway, so the easy way to do that is that way I've always got 2 or 3 on hand. Normally I won't do more than that because they're just in the fridge like this, so not that it's bad. I mean, they're all sitting separately in the cupboard or the fridge, but they're all together here in my fridge, 2 of those, maybe 1 a day for the next 2 days. And we're good to go, and there you go. Another meal, another snack. Let's check on these chicken ears. They look all right, they're cooking. How are these bad boys going? Happy days, it's almost there. We'll turn them now, I would say. Here's the key when you food prep, make sure you've got all your utensils back where they belong. Because right now I don't actually have the things I normally use. So it's a hunt for substitutes like forks. So I'm gonna go and turn these over just to give them browning on both sides. Otherwise, one side doesn't cook anywhere near as well. The only problem with these sheets is they stick. They're convenient for keeping the air fryer nice and clean. Gross. Pop that back in. All right, let's do my breakfast. So I'll go egg whites, avocado, maybe use a sharp knife on an avocado like this. This is a 100% way to end up in emergency, especially on avocados. And never hold it like that. That was the wrong way to do it. However, now you know. And again, don't hold them, place them down. Because the amount of times I've almost ended up chopping my hand off has been ridiculous. Now what I'll do, I'll weigh my avocado before I pop it on there, because I like to track my fats. Fats can be something that you eat so easily and so quickly that you need to weigh them and measure them, because otherwise you can end up eating like 300 to 500 more calories so easily. So I get a spoon. That one, it's not the one I want. So there's 0 on there now. And then I'll tell you how much I'm left with. Got half an avocado normally. It's about like 100 grams. Maybe 80. Let's see what's left. So 72, I was pretty close. 72 grams of avocado, a bit of salt, and if you're like me, like a little bit of QP mayo. This is a fresh one. Just bought it specifically for breakfast today. Pop that up. Boom, boom, boom. Just a drizzle. You want to chuck this as well because this is quite fatty. Do about 5 to 10 grams at most. Boom. That is breakfast. Sometimes for the crunch, bit of Cappuera, just as a bit of crunch with my breakfast, like a cereal. And that's that done. I will come back, and I normally, if I'm really hungry, will do protein shake as well. Also, this is not an ad for Woolworths, although it's exactly what it looks like. Time to add our coconut cream. We're almost at the end here, so new technique I've just been told about. Gotta get all the rice off the bottom, so it mixes. Your sushi rice. Boom, happy days. Pop all this in. And then mix it through. I'm gonna put it back on for just a little bit longer, so it mixes through well. Now I'm sure that they just leave this to sit now and fuse through. I'm positive that's what they do at coconut places because it's so creamy when I get it. I'm gonna leave that. See how that goes for the last couple of minutes. It's almost done. Oh, put a lid on here, that's not good. Yeah, that's the coconut rice. I won't show you how to cook potatoes. You want to know how to cook potatoes. We have a carb source normally from, Spud Light potatoes. Coconut rice is our two sources of carbs. We fluctuate between maybe for breakfast some sourdough, like we're a piece of sourdough. And then we add our proteins too. We add our fats generally to some things, avocado, cheese, carbohydrates as well, but also just like nutrients, micronutrients and stuff that come from salad and vegetables. We don't normally track any of that. What we do track always is protein and fats, and a general tracking of carbohydrate from sources like potatoes and rice and bread and things if we are consuming that, depending on what we're going through. Really, really sweet fruits we will track as well. So like mangoes, bananas, kiwis, stuff like that, we will track that because it can be quite high in carbohydrates and fructose. So we keep a good eye on all of that. But that's pretty much everything so far. I will try and show you all the dishes made up at the end, but it's as simple as pull the protein out of wherever you've cooked it from, add what you want to it, dish it up, and it's ready to go. If you need more or bigger bulks, you just cook in bigger quantities. I could have already made another 2 or 3 of these in the time it's taking me to show this video, and I could have had another kilo or 2 of chicken on in the oven. And there's your 2 or 3 days, can't fail. These I make up 2 or 3 at a time. That way I got maybe today and tomorrow. Maybe me and Chloe will share those. And yeah, just dabble and experiment with like good quality herbs and spices like Mingle. These guys do a really good option for you guys. What else did I use? I think I used the Mingle packet, didn't I? I did burn myself on the air fryer. There's a little burn here. I'm really upset about it. But otherwise, if you have any questions, guys, post them to comments, post them below. Share the video if you have friends who struggle to meal prep. This is by no means a great meal prep video. It is just the basics and what I do in a day. It's a real life shot into my kitchen in the morning or in the afternoon when I get to meal prep. No more than that. It's not technique. It's not anything else except just get in there and get it done and have some success. So until next time, keep it real, and I'll see you in the gym.